Heritage! Welcome to week 14 of your timeline song. We are on cards 92 through 98 this week. And we start with Columbus sails to the Caribbean. So we're going to make a C for Columbus, and then just like the Phoenicians, we're going to make a sign for sailing, or that ship on the water. Columbus sails to the Caribbean. The next is a new age, the age of absolute monarchs. So we're going to take our crown and put it on our head, absolute monarchs. And then the time period was circa 1500. So you make a 5 pointed to yourself and you just wave once back to yourself. Circa 15, our C for 100, to circa 1800. You're going to touch that middle finger. You're going to point it toward yourself first and then away. So circa 1800. And again, if you can't get the time periods in while you're doing your signs, that's fine. They're just to help you with your, remember what time period it was in. All right, the next card is the Protestant Reformation. So we're going to make a P for Protestant. And then for Reformation, we're going to make 2 R's and make the sign for change. So we're going to put those 2 R's together and we just kind of twist them around each other. If you remember when we did Augustine of Hippo, we did the same thing with A's. This time we're just doing it with our R's. So the Reformation was a time of change within the church in Europe during the Renaissance. So the Roman Catholic Church had become somewhat corrupt, and a man named Martin Luther posted 95 statements on the church asking for reform. And this began a period of change within the church during that time period. It also was a time when they began translating the Bible into the common languages of the day instead of just being in Latin, so that common people could read the Bible for themselves. So again, Protestant, and then our R's, Reformation. The next one is Spanish Conquistadors in the Americas. So our sign for Spanish, remember we take those hooks from our cape and we latch them in front. Spanish, and then we're going to make Conquistadors, our sign for conquer in the Americas. Spanish Conquistadors in the Americas. And they had traveled from Spain across the Atlantic Ocean to Latin and South America, conquering areas in those continents. Cortez and Pizarro were some of the greatest known conquerors during that period of time. The next card is Calvin's Institutes of the Christian Religion. So we're going to do Calvin's Institutes of the Christian Religion. So it's a C for Calvin, and then we're going to point to our head like beliefs, Calvin's Institutes of the Christian Religion. We make that sign for Christ. And he was another reformer within the church as well. The next one is the Council of Trent. So for Council of Trent, this is kind of the Catholic version of the Reformation. So we had the Protestant Reformation, and the Council of Trent was the Catholic Reformation. So they took what Martin Luther had said and they started changing some of the ways that things were done within the Catholic Church. And so for Council of Trent, we're just going to make our C. You can think of it as for Council or for Catholic Reformation. And then we're going to make our R's and do that sign for change again. So Council of Trent. And the last card this week is Baroque period of the arts. And for that, we're just going to make a sign for decoration. This was a time period in the arts that was known for its decadence and its excess, lots of decoration. So we make that sign for Baroque period of the arts. And that's week 14. So let's run through those cards quickly. We've got Columbus sails to the Caribbean. Age of absolute monarchs, circa 1500 to circa 1800. Protestant Reformation. Spanish Conquistadors in the Americas. Calvin's Institutes of the Christian Religion. Council of Trent. Baroque period of the arts. And that's it. Great job.